All right, continuing our topic about the coronavirus, the Kern County Sheriff's Department released 38 inmates in response to the coronavirus yesterday. Sheriff Donny Youngblood joining us in the studio. We're going to be talking more about just that and what the county is doing as far as the Sheriff's Department to sort of deal with the coronavirus and the potential impacts. Donny, thanks for coming in.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it. We are the proper distance apart. I'd like
to point that out. Can't hardly hear you, but that's okay.
Yeah. First of all, talk about the 38 that were released, because there's a lot of stuff going around, and you were just mentioning, and on social media, it just seems to be a very popular topic.
There's a couple people on social media that stir it up, and then we get the rumors. And we did release 38 people early yesterday, but remember, the courts are basically closed, so a lot of people aren't going out of the jail. They're not being released on OR. They're not, and they're not being case dismissed or those type of things. But people are still coming in, so we have to keep it at a manageable level. We can't just let it grow and grow and grow. We have a responsibility, and we're following the guidelines of California Department of Corrections and Department of Public Health. And so we're trying to keep that number the same. And it did require us to release 38 nonviolent misdemeanors yesterday that would have been released in the very near future anyway. So it should be minimal impact.
You talked about the numbers in the jail system right now. Has that level changed as a result of this?
No, but it would if we didn't release people early.
Have you been able to do the whole safe distance spacing?
Well, they're in cells,
right?
And sometimes there's two to a cell. You can't
nothing you can do about that.
And that's not significant until we get a case in the jail. Then it's going to become very significant because we have to isolate the people, the staff that are working with them. So it's going to be very problematic.
When you're talking about, let's switch gears and come to the deputies themselves. Once the governor started handing down many of these recommendations and whatnot, as far as the Sheriff's Department goes, what have you done as far as deputies that are out on the streets and potentially having to face people in the public, that somebody that might have it?
We've told the deputies you still have to do your job.
Right.
It's part of what we do. But it's not necessary to stop people in the streets and talk to them and ask them what they're doing. Now is a time to handle calls that need to be handled. Okay. And these people aren't going away. That we have a large clientele in the streets that are homeless, that are wreaking havoc on the public. We have to respond to some of those, but we're trying to minimize the contact. If they get a call of a stolen car, take it over the phone. The deputy can still respond to the area. We don't need to make personal contact.
Okay.
Because we need to protect our community, and that's really what this is all about.
Have there been, has anyone within the department called in sick as a result of any of this?
No, but we do have some targeted employees that have underlying medical issues.
Okay. We
have some that are pregnant. We sent staff, the staff that wasn't essential, we sent them home. Okay. And we took those people and sent them home as well, and because we want to protect our employees as well as protecting the community that we serve. And we're trying to keep everybody safe. And we have a lot of people on the internet that know more than public health, know more than anybody else, and they spread this hate and discontent and these rumors, and it hurts our community. And that's the part that we're having trouble dealing with.
Are you dealing with a lot of those types of calls? People that see something on whether it's Instagram, Facebook, or something, and some claim about some wild thing, and then they call you and tie up lines?
We get a lot of that. We get a lot of people that are saying that the sheriff's office is doing this and they don't need to do that. I used to work there. I know more than this. I know more than that. We released 38 people yesterday. If you think I like doing that, you don't know me. But it was necessary to release 38 low-level people yesterday. And we have to keep that number at a certain level, and because as bad as it sounds, we have to take care of those people that are in custody as well.
Sure.
We have to protect their health as well.
There's been a lot of talk about different things that the governor has ordered. He has recommended strongly that, for example, bars shut down and those types of things, and people have posted pictures saying, look, there was still a huge crowd at this establishment or that establishment. Is there anything in the pipeline coming where, or even could you even fathomably try to go and enforce some of this if it came to that?
We're not going to play what ifs.
Right.
If the governor issues a proclamation like the counties up north, we'll deal with that. But we don't have that right now.
As far as sheltering in place, is that what you're talking about? Okay.
We don't have that right now, so we're not going to concern ourselves with it. We're prepared for anything that humanly we can do to protect our public, and we will we'll do that. But we have guidelines, we have rules, we have lawsuits that'll follow this. You got to protect the public dollar. This is a chess game that's really difficult for us to manage, but my staff is doing an outstanding job doing that.
All right, very good. Donny, thank you for coming in today. We really appreciate it.
My pleasure.